Come here. Lay down. Lay down. 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 Hello everyone, Sean Keevening here from Trail House Sales Group, and today we're going to be going over the Yardsale ski poles. So let's get into it. So you may have seen Yardsale on Shark Tank if you guys watch that, and you also may see them live on social media. They have an amazing social media presence, really pushing their product out there, and I'm sure you're asking yourself, well, what makes another ski pole so innovative? And it's one of the simplest things that you could think of, and no one thought of it until now. So Yardsale has decided to magnetize the grips and the baskets of your ski poles. So you can see that they hold together really easily. They're a little more compact than a traditional ski pole that tend to flop around a little bit more. So this makes it really easy, number one, to walk around with your poles, or if you're carrying poles for your significant other, kids, if you're a coach and you're carrying a bunch of poles, this is a very nice, handy, simple feature that really kind of adds additional benefits to these poles that you're not going to find with anybody else. So you're going to see that they're magnetized in the hand grips and in the baskets there, just making it really less cumbersome to walk around with, and it also makes it harder to lose or misplace a single pole, kind of like that drawer of random socks that you have that you can't find their matches for. It's going to help keep these guys just together in your garage, organized a little bit more, or even in the trunk. So the first pole that you see here is the P1 pole. So what's really cool on top of the magnets built into the baskets and the grips is some of the customization that you can do with the poles here. So everything can be changed and customized. You can change out your wrist straps, the color of it, and even the type of the wrist strap within Yardsale. The grips are also completely removable, so you can change grip colors on this, as well as the different types of grips that Yardsale has to offer, and as well as the basket. You have the resort basket that you see here on this pole, but then you also have the same option in a magnetized powder basket as well. And when you order these poles as a retailer, you can get these oriented as with the powder basket or the resort basket. And you can also buy these as an accessory, which makes it pretty straightforward. The other great thing about the ability to change your baskets really easily, as well as the grips and the straps, is if you bend or break the pole itself, it's really easy to get a replacement piece for this. Rather than have to buy a whole brand new pole, you can buy just the centerpiece. Makes it super easy. And the baskets are really easy to change out. You'll get two nut options with your poles. You've got a standard thread here that's ribbed, easy to use when you're using your bare hands or your gloves to tighten it, hand tighten it on and off, and change out your baskets. And it's got that notch there, so it helps keep the baskets oriented in the proper direction. It will also come with a standard 1/4 inch nut as well, and a tool. So if you want to make those extra tight on there, you can do that with the nut and the tool that I'll show you here. That tool that will come with your poles also has a nice small hex here that will make it easy to change out your wrist straps here. The wrist straps are great because they're 3D molded, makes it really easy to get your hands in and out of the wrist strap here, whether you're using a glove, mitt, or barehanded, as you see here. And one of the great features is the wrist strap itself also is not using Velcro. As you can see, it's using this really cool, nice looped daisy chain structure with this metal C-clip. So instead of having Velcro damage your clothing, there's no Velcro on these, but there is still elasticity in here. So it does have a little bit of stretch, does provide a little bit of give. All these poles are available in the variety of colors you can see here, and they were going to start at size 110 centimeters and goes up to 135 centimeter length options for you. So you get the full size spectrum of poles within the P1. Next to the P1, we have the P1 Mini. So this is basically the same thing as the P1, but has a few different features designed for those smaller people and kids, especially people that are growing still. So you have a slightly smaller hand grip, number one, on these poles here. You still get that same nice 3D molded leash that you get, and you have the option for the resort or the powder basket. But what makes this even more unique is the fact that you have a massive massive range adjustment here. So these will max out at 105 centimeters, and at that point, obviously, you can jump into the standard P1. But the P1 Mini gives you a great range of adjustment here for those kids that are still growing, and that way you don't have to buy new poles every single year those kids are growing, or you're not oversizing those poles for those kids and creating a potential hazard by having poles that are too long for your kids. So you have a great option here in adjustable poles. Instead of a twist lock or a flick lock that tends to break down over time, you've got just an easy pin system here for the kids. So this is still a great pole, just like the standard P1. It's also using the same 7 series aluminum as all of our other poles. So that is the P1 Mini. Next, we have the P2 ski pole. Now, the only difference really between the P1 and the P2 are the grips that they come with. So you can see these come with a really nice foam hand grip here that is ribbed. So you're gonna be able to get really good hand placement on this pole, and it's going to provide good support whether you're climbing uphill and putting a lot of your weight on it with these poles here. So it's a really good extended hand grip. And again, you can get these will come standard with your powder baskets instead of the P1 that comes standard with your resort basket, but you can also order these all with resort or powder baskets, however you want on these. And again, they'll still come with that standard, and again, these are still going to come with that 3D molded wrist strap, so you have that as an option as well. But that is your P2 ski pole. The last pole in the line is the P3, and this is our first triple fold adjustable pole. This is great whether you're using it at resort, backcountry skiing, or split boarding. Split boarders definitely don't want to travel with a non-adjustable pole, so we want something that's compact and folding. So now it's going to add a next level of use for those backcountry skiers and split boarders. And it's also a great trekking pole for everyday hiking. And again, it is fully adjustable, so it'll give you that max range from 110 centimeters to 135 centimeter length in one pole. You also have that really nice elongated hand grip in there, so it helps you flex that use, especially when you're changing your slope angles, uphill and downhill use, so you can adjust that length to your needs. Beyond that, has all the same features as the standard P1 ski pole, but something that's very usable for your side country, backcountry, and hiking needs. Thank you guys for watching this short introduction on the Yardsale ski pole line. If you have other interests along the lines, please feel free to watch any of our other videos on not just Yardsale, but all of the other lines that works with Trailhouse Sales Group. Thank you for watching.